And so here we are, moving day. As you'll see if you look around, they raped this place harder than I raped my place. I mean, they took out every little tree. And I thought for sure that, you know, because it was shown to us unfurnished, that you know, it would at least have the trees and stuff that was on the property. But they took everything. We have to put in every little detail. So that part sucks. I thought for sure they would have given it to us the way we saw it. Empty. But no. They took everything. And we've still got the pond. Or pool, I guess it is. But they still took everything. This is a real nice little area too. But I might put down some wood planks for like a dock area or something like that. Man, I like this area up here. But they still took everything. That's alright. I'm pretending it's alright. Anyway, here's what we're doing today. I am inside ESO, and as many people know that are playing ESO, maybe a bunch that don't, because everybody's talking their head off, is about the achievement of getting the Grand Psijiic Villa. Now, I had a beautiful home as it was, as I believe I already showed in the video, and then we got this place. It was completely bare, didn't have a stick on the ground. Not a light, not a morsel, nothing. Just big old building. Anyway, we're going to go take a look at what I've done to it. And I've used all the slots available, 700 of 700. And so let's go see what I've done to it. Here's a little side note. I have been working on this since we got it, which was on Tuesday. So every night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, I've been working on this. Oh, Saturday morning till 1:35 in the afternoon, and I am finally done. I have kind of walked through it a couple times, so it's probably closer to noon. But let's go take a look at it, shall we? Okay, for the rest of this video, I have removed my ugly mug to be able to show off this place and all the things that I've done to it. Well, the main feature over on this side, of course, is this amazing tree. But we're not even kidding, amazing. course, we have people who fish and camp along the sides here. This area over here comes down to a very nice little swimming area. I like this area because the slaughterfish can't get to you. I see these at least doused his fire. We also get cargo along this area here, but it is not the main cargo port. You would think so because of all of the cargo that gets brought into this side. But normally it's on the other side. Now once again we have that beautiful waterfall. I built in this dock area because, like Bob Ross, I just thought that it needed to live there. And I put in this wonderful little fishing area because the fishing here is amazing. There's lots of obstacles, but that's how the fish get big. They eat, they ambush, and just amazing. I find that I have these gigantic trees all over the place. They're quite expensive. And of course I've built a small crossing here, much like the dock area. Just one wide plank. I don't want to make it too gaudy, like I did my other place. You saw what I did to my other place. And this is a great view of the old college ruins, where we just came from. Again, various people make their camps down here. Some live down here. You know, no one ever tries to ask them to leave or anything. They're more than welcome to stay here. She's cooking some stew, or had been cooking some stew. And this has always been the main port area. There's no fishing here due to the normal boat activity, and there's none going on today. Now, of course, none of these docks were actually here. I put in all of this. Most of the materials, if anyone doesn't know, you can get at a lot of the home furnishing vendors. These planks I got in Gatwood at the northwestern Way Shrine area. There's a trader over there. I bought myself a bunch of blocks. That's how I made my cooking area. Easy going. Area is kind of reserved for those who can't seem to follow directions. Now, I've done nothing down here. I didn't actually need to or intend to. I just thought it made a wonderful little swimming area. I just left it as it is. One of my characters is a Psijiic, and he insists on sleeping out here. He's more than welcome inside, but he prefers it out here. A little walkway that goes up the other side. Probably get your feet wet crossing it, but it's really not a problem. Beautiful over there. Again, this is another great fishing area. It doesn't really matter which side you fish off of, but you do get more snags on this side. This side is wonderful. Pretty much cast right where the glow of the sun is. Just right out there is perfect. You have a real good snag on this side, but the fishing is great. You get big fish here. And again, everyone is welcome to build fires around here, camp if they need to. Everyone is welcome. This is an especially good spot because it shelters you from the wind really well, and normally they have the campfires back there. Must be a new guy. So, I guess, let's go see what I've done with the place. But what do you think so far? Do you like it? That's a veteran trial boss. document making this place mine. Hello, my little friend. So good to see you. Yes, my good man. You'll see me on the list there. This, of course, is the banker, but he's acting as the maitre d'. To make sure that you're on the list, I've made sure that he's fed well, that he's got his meal here. This bankin, of course, is just a pet of mine. I love this candle here. It's one of my favorites on the place. So, just go right on in. Thank you, my good man. Shall we? It's also appetizing. Let's go start with the kitchen. I put a lot of work into this kitchen. Everything I've done, I think, is amazeballs, and I really think about calling this place Amazeballs Manor. Ingredients around here. She's got her recipe books. I believe that's a decanter of vinegar that she's making for a salad with that lettuce. She's got some beets that she's preparing there. We have a fish that I believe has already been smoked. The hourglass, which she times her cooking by. And of course, we always make sure that the help has been fed. Now, she's got some wonderful bread that she's baked here. This, of course, is the merchant who I have acting as my cook in my kitchen. Now, what I've got done here is this is actually just a long storage rack. And I have built into it, using blocks, to make my cooking area and a stone oven. We have some fish over here, which are slowly cooking, I guess, probably is what we would go with. Various types of meat, mostly beef and ham. We have something smaller up there, I'm not sure what that is. And they are all just drying and curing. On the other side over here we have fish, which are being dried out. We've got some wonderful stew going. A big pot of something. I think it's some sort of chili or something. Venison chili. Some water boiling for something. And I've notched out this little area here to act as an oven where she's baking our bread. And these boys eat a lot of bread. Now, over here, this thing is normally like twice as tall, but I lowered it down here, and this is where my fresh game is stored. We have a wonderful goose here, a very nice buck. We call it the king's buck because it's just so massive. We got some rabbit. And over here we have our fresh fruits and vegetables. But I'm especially proud of my cooking area that I created. I really love that. But I really, really, really love my kitchen. So, I'll just keep on going down the road here. I'm not sure what he did, but I don't think he's going to do it again. So we will start with the all the collectibles and stuff over here. The master's quarters. Shall we? I see that he hasn't drawn my bath yet. I'll have to get on him. My sleeping quarters. As you can see, this is my office. Some collectibles. Now I'm not going to focus on any of the stuff in this area as of yet. You'll get a slight glimpse, I guess, as we go by. But everything all in due time. After all, I've spent several days putting this together. You can let me have a little bit of fun. This, of course, is where all of my officers live. The officers' quarters. It's not the best, but they make do. I told them to have this stuff picked up before I did this video. I'd say heads would roll, but I kind of need those guys. And this, of course, is a monument of her scene, and this is the altar of her scene with their latest victim. I should say soon-to-be victim. Of course, the soul shriven. What would a funeral be without the soul shriven, huh? That is, don't we? It's always sounding off when there's somebody sneaking around. Passing through, my good man. Well, it appears it's time to check out the main ballroom. My good man, was there somebody supposed to lead me on this tour? Hello? Is mic on? I guess we'll start over here. My good man, how did you get to be so damn tall? Again, we have matching decor. What are you smiling at? Let me come over here and break his teeth. Here's our dining area. Now, there are two types of chairs here. There are chairs with arms and chairs without. The arms with chairs are officers' chairs, and the arms without are just general members. A fish cooking on the grill here. And you can see this officer is actually third in command, because I'm, of course, the leader. The lead second in command eats at the other end. This, though, is a second officer, and he eats quite well, as you can see. But the enlisted men do quite well, and they're welcome to anything else. They just got to keep their hands, clear of the officers, or they'll find themselves missing a finger. All of the fruit is picked daily in our in the lands that the farmers come from around here. We have wonderful ham, as you can see there. It's a 9-grain nut bread there that you can see. Some wonderful bean soup. A decanter of some sort of wine, I believe. Of course, the main officer meal, which you can see the difference in the meal by the place settings and everything. They get a steak, and as you can see, the second in command here, which is my first officer, has some wonderful kebabs going over there, and he's a teetotaler, as you can see. Oh my. I'm getting hungry just looking at it. I gotta buy that drumstick. The drinking area. Fog of Hag Fen. These are some wonderful thrones I picked up here. Quite expensive, as you can imagine. These are my protectors. As you see, they have no problem protecting. The thrones on the side are for my head officers, of course. Duke, you didn't have to stand up for me. Wonderful meal here. And the Augur of Obscure, my favorite candle, and of course the bubbler. Many treasure chests, and the hourglass, of course, as if I give you a task that you need to do immediately. Duke, have a seat, bud. Thank you. Now, I'm going to try to go down in the undercroft, see if these two can keep their yaps quiet. They're usually quite testy. Now, it took me a while to put this place together because of, as you can imagine, a lot of candles. my good man. Yeah, knew they'd be barking at something. Somebody's probably here. So what'd you think of the place? Did it meet your expectations? Did you like what you saw? Did it give you the ideas? Anyway, appreciate you watching. Well, best advice I could give you, if you're going to be building a house or something, and you have a lot of items, is not to start trying to build on your room immediately, or this room or that room or whatever. It's better just to, like what I did, is I just lined the walls with like little tables like that down here, and there would be bookcases here, just nothing but bookcases. And down here would be nothing but lighting. I had lighting all over the floor and all over the walls, just nothing but lighting. And then you'd have, you know, just everything all segregated into bits and just stuff. Like in here, all this stuff, none of this was in here. All them crates and all that stuff, those were all piled in a certain area along with other knickknacks and stuff like that. Knickknacks and paddywhacks. All vases and urns and stuff were all in one area, just laid on the floor. All pictures were laid out in one room on a wall so that you knew what you had to work with. Now you lay it all out. I even did the same thing on the outside. All my certain type trees, I had 13 damn trees there, even though I wasn't using them all, but I had 13 trees there, and I had 5 of these type rocks here, and I had 5 rocks of those over there, and ferns and shit over here, and all this other kind of stuff or whatever to be able to pick what I was going to be using, and then gradually work on a room, placing stuff where it goes and giving it life. And eventually the pile whittles down to about nothing. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that little bit of advice might help you a little bit. And well, I'll tell you, I came in here a cowboy, but I'm leaving here feeling like I'm a king. You know what I mean. We'll see you in the next one.